morning, everyone. My name is Precious Lee, and I'm thrilled to be here with you tonight as your co-host for Christie's 2021 sales presented by Brioni.
And I'm Derek Blasberg. I hope you joined us earlier this week to learn more about the incredible works of art from the 21st century, which were featured in part 1 of the sale. Welcome back for part 2, the 20th Century Evening Sale.
Right now, we're standing at the juncture between the 20th and the 21st century art lounges, which physically illustrates the exciting 2 centuries we are highlighting tonight. From here, we'll travel through time from one century to the next and rediscover what made each period unique.
In just a few moments, we're going to head this way toward the 20th century and learn more about why that period of art became a time of expansion and new ideas.
But before we do that, let's take a quick detour into the 21st century and see what happened 2 days ago.
After you.
Hi, Anna Maria.
Hi. Hi.
Nice to see you again, Anna Maria.
Welcome again. Great to see you again.
So, just 2 days ago, Christie's held its first ever 21st century evening sale, where today's artists were given a world stage all to themselves for the very first time.
Can you give us a quick look at some of the most important and exciting moments from that sale?
Absolutely. Well, there were plenty of exciting moments that evening, but let me walk you through some of my favorites. So Tuesday night was extremely exciting. We achieved a total sale price of $210.5 million against a pre-sale estimate of $146 million. We had bidders from all over the world. 29 countries were registered to bid in Tuesday night sale. We achieved 11 new artist records, including artists like the CryptoPunks, Alex DeCorte, and Jordan Castile, Jonas Wood, Nina Chanel Abney, and of course the top lot of the evening, the fantastic Basquiat painting, The Head from 1983, titled In This Case, which sold for $93.1 million with bidding from all over the world, and a really extraordinary amount of bidding competing for this lot. And I'm very excited to see more artist records broken tonight in the 20th Century Art Sale.
Wow, congratulations, Anna Marie. What an amazing evening sale.
We can't wait to see what tonight's 20th century sale has in store for us, so we're going to say goodbye for now.
Absolutely. Well, have a great time over there, and I need to get ready for the auction.
I'll see you at the auction.
Derek, how fab is this?
Isn't this fabulous? Hi, Emily. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
How are you guys? Thank you so much for having us. We're super excited about tonight's sale, and we're hoping you experts can give us a couple more details about the works that will be up for auction.
For sure. Thanks for coming. Good to see you.
Great to see you guys.
Emily, Vanessa, can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. My name's Vanessa Fusco, and I'm a senior specialist in the Impressionist and Modern Art department, focusing on artists from Impressionism, the 1870s, through to roughly World War II, practicing in Europe. And I'm the co-head of the newly formed 20th Century Evening Sale.
20th century. Vanessa, was there a specific painting or painter or artist that made you so drawn to this period in art?
This period has always fascinated me. There was a profound change in a very quick period of time, relatively speaking, in science and technology and industry that really had a profound effect on the way people lived. Life was changing rapidly, and the way that artists responded to that has always intrigued me.
So that brings us to Emily. Are you focused on the second half then?
Yes, I'm Emily Kaplan. I am a senior specialist, and I'm also the co-head of the newly formed 20th Century Evening Sale, and I focus on the post-war period. So that is post-World War II up to about the 80s. So that would include abstract expressionism, pop art, minimalism, that period of the century.
So you two are obviously the ones that came up with the idea to combine all of 20th century into a single sale. Why was that?
So we think that the 20th century is really interesting to look at holistically. So starting from the late 1800s up to the 1980s, you see a real progression of art and art history where artists are reacting to each other. They are part of these groups and these movements and genres that all feed one into another and really were a reaction to the moment that they were living in at the time.
Okay, so we have a lot to cover tonight. Should we get right into it?
Before we get started, I want to remind viewers at home that there are QR codes appearing on the screen. Use the camera app on your phone to quickly scan and reveal all of the secrets from tonight's extraordinary art pieces.
shadows of modern Manhattan.
The Waterloo Bridge, effet de brouillard, leaves an indelible mark. A paradox. Ephemera captured on canvas.
To me, the motif itself is an insignificant factor. What I want to reproduce is what lies between the motif and me.
At exhibition, Octave Mirbeau wrote, "A miracle. It's almost a paradox that one can, with impasto on canvas, create impalpable matter, imprison the sun. And yet, it's not a miracle, not a paradox. It's the logical outcome of the art of Claude Monet."
All I did was to look at what the universe showed me, to let my brush bear witness to it.
Pictures must be miraculous. An unexpected and unprecedented resolution of an eternal familiar need.
The penultimate canvas, an open portal to Rothko's revelations. A poignant and exuberant finale to his oeuvre.
I do not believe that there was ever a question of being abstract or representational. It is really a matter of ending this silence and solitude, of breathing and stretching one's arms again.
Using fundamental elements of painting, straight lines, primary colors, black, white, and gray, Mondrian believed he could create an abstract pictorial form of pure equilibrium. Unique to pieces from the period, strong black lines taper off towards the edge, allowing bright primary colors to interact directly with their neighboring planes of white. Mondrian imbues his work with dynamic internal energy. Each line, plane, and color is brought to life by its relationship to one another. This work encapsulates the purity, elegance, and extreme rigor of Piet Mondrian's unique aesthetic.
Good evening. I'm Tash Perrin, and we're here live in the sale room at Christie's in Rockefeller Center. You might recognize the look of our sale room this season if you joined us for our 21st Century Evening Sale on Tuesday night. Adrian's in the rostrum, and we have this wonderful arc of our colleagues who are getting clients on the telephone ready to bid in tonight's auction. And as you can see, it's so nice to have highlights of tonight's sale here in the room. Adrian is going to be taking bids from our colleagues in London on this screen here, from those of you bidding on Christie's Live right behind me, and also from our colleagues in Hong Kong on the screen just on my far right. To ensure that Christie's is moving at the speed of the art world, Christie's is constantly trying to seek ways to explore the intersection of art and technology. What's new this season is our 360-degree camera feed on YouTube, which allows you to move around the room live and be part of the action, as if you're standing right here where I am. I'd like to thank Brioni, who's our presenting sponsor for the 20th and 21st Century Evening Sales. Brioni's been a longtime sponsor of Christie's and a partner, and we look forward to more exciting collaborations with them and other caring family brands in the future. Finally, Christie's jewelry department has lent us some beautiful graph pieces from their upcoming sale on June 8th. Further information can be found on Christie's.com. I think we're ready to begin, and I'm going to hand you now over to Adrian Meyer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to our 20th Century Evening Sale at Christie's. We're delighted to have you with us today in New York at Rockefeller Center. Good evening to all of those in Europe who stayed up to be with us tonight, and a very good morning to you in Asia. Today's sale will include exceptional property from the Matisse family, the Perry collection, the family of Robert Treen Pate II, the collection of Sidel Miller, the Jacqueline and Pierre Simon collection, the heirs of Franz Koenigs, the collection of Betty Blake, and of course, masterpieces by Rothko, Mondrian, Monet, and Picasso, to name a few. Before we begin, please remember that the purchase price payable is the sum of the final bid plus the buyer's premium and all applicable sales or use taxes. Information regarding buyer's premium rates and conditions of sales are available on Christie's.com. Bidders should note that the auctioneer may open the bidding on any lot below the reserve by placing a bid on behalf of the seller. I, as the auctioneer, may continue to bid on behalf of the seller up to the amount of the reserve, either by placing consecutive bids or by placing bids in response to other bidders. In addition to those lots marked in the catalogue with the relevant symbols, each of the following lots has a guarantee fully or partially financed by a third party who may be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. Those lots are lots 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 19, 22, 26, 27, 29, 30, 33, and 45. Please note that lot 28 is owned by Christie's and is fully or partially financed by a third party who may be bidding on the lot and may receive a financing fee from Christie's. The estimate for lot 29, the Van Gogh, has changed and is now in the region of $35 million. Lot 37 has been withdrawn from the sale. For full details of the conditions of sale and all catalogue symbols, please see the important notices in the sale catalogue on Christie's.com. Good luck to our bidders who will be bidding via the phone through our Christie's teams located here in New York, in London, in Hong Kong, and of course, on Christie's Live. Let the 20th Century Evening Sale begin with lot number 1, the Matisse, coming directly from the Matisse family for this beautiful nude, 1947. And we should start right away at 550,000, 600, and 650,000 now. At 650,000.
in London.
$700,000 with Giovanna Bertazzoni in London. With you, Giovanna. At $700,000. It is with Giovanna ahead of you in New York. At $700,000 now. At $700,000. 750,000 with Connor Jordan ahead of you, Keith. With Connor in New York against both of you now. Would you like 800, Keith? At 750 with Connor Jordan now. 800,000 with Alex Marshall now. In New York. 850,000. At 850,000. Back with Connor Jordan. Alex, one more. 900,000 with Keith Gill. Welcome, Keith. At 900,000 now. And 50. At 950 with Alex. At 950. Coming back, Keith. 1 million with Connor Jordan now. At $1 million. Against you, Keith and Giovanna, for $1 million with Connor Jordan. At $1 million. Alex, one more. At $1 million for the Matisse, from the Matisse family. You sure? Selling otherwise to Connor for $1 million ahead of you online. At $1 million. At $1 million. Fair warning, Joanna. At $1 million. $1,050,000 with Joanna Flom, a newcomer. At $1,050,000. $1,100,000. At $1,001,000, it is with Connor. Would you like 1,150, Joanna? 1,150,000. At 1,200,000. At 1,200,000. Back with Connor. At 1,200,000, it is with Connor Jordan. And 50. 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. It's back with Connor. And against Joanna, 1,350,000. 1,400,000. The Shodrana selling then for 1,400,000, no regrets, at 1,400,000, going away to Connor's telephone at $1,400,000. Sold to you, paddle 1743. On to lot number 2, the Grace Hartigan, 1962. First time ever the artist is presented in a Christie's evening sale, and interest you, of course, at $320,000, $350,000, $380,000, at $380,000, $400,000 with Giovanna Bertazzoni in London, at $400,000, $420,000 with Isa, at $420,000 with Isabella Loya, at $420,000, $450,000. Welcome, Jackie, in Hong Kong, $480,000 with Isabella. At $480,000, $500,000 with Jackie Ho. At $500,000, we'd like $550,000.
Bid.
$550,000. Jackie, come back. At $550,000 with Isabella Loria. Against you, Jackie. At $550,000. Barrett coming in at $550,000 with Isa. And selling otherwise for $550,000 ahead of all of you here to Isa's telephone. Fair warning at $550,000. Down it goes. Sold $550,000.
Paddle 1916.
1916. Thank you, Isa. Lot number 3. This beautiful de Kooning, 1977, East Hampton. And a lot of interest, of course, and we should start here at $3 million, $3 million, $3 million, at $3,500,000, $3,800,000, $4 million. With UIC at $4 million. Would you like $4,200,000? At $4 million, it is with UIC. $4,200,000 with Alex Marshall now at $4,200,000. At $4,200,000 against several telephones. $4,500,000 with Emily Kaplan now at $4,500,000 with the head of sale at $4,500,000. It is with you, Emily. At $4,500,000 it is still with you. It's only starting, Alex, at $4,500,000. Next would be $4,800,000 at $4,800,000 with Joanna Simkoviak, a new telephone at $4,800,000. $5 million, a new telephone with Joanna Flaum at $5 million. Who will say $5,500,000? At $5 million with the fifth telephone now. With Joanna Flaum, the head of the department in New York, at $5 million against the three of you here. At $5 million, it is with you here, Joanna.
Please, sir.
$5 million, it is still with you. At $5 million, at $5,200,000 it is with Barrett White. At $5,200,000, next could be $5,400,000. At $5,200,000, at $5,500,000, back with Joanna Flaum. At $5,500,000 now. At $5,500,000. $5,800,000 with Joanna Simkoviak. Would you like $6 million, Anna Maria? At $5,800,000 with you here. At $5,800,000, $6 million with Anna Maria Celis. A new telephone now with Anna Maria Celis against the six of you at $6 million. $6,200,000 ahead of you. At $6,200,000 with Barrett White, we'd like $6,500,000. At $6,200,000 with Barrett White against the six of you. $6,500,000 back with Joanna. At $6,500,000 now. Alex, come back. At $6,500,000. At $6,500,000. Anna Maria. At $6,500,000 for East Hampton. It's beautiful 1977 de Kooning, no regrets. At $6,500,000. But of course, $6,800,000, for instance. with Mr. Rutter, a newcomer, the 7th bidder at 6,800,000 with Alex Rutter. Against the 6 of you at 6,800,000, against you in Hong Kong and London at $6,800,000. It is still with you, Alex, against the other 6 telephones, and against you, IC, at $6,800,000.
7 million, please.
$7 million. 7,250,000. 7,250,000. Why not? At 7,250,000. 7,500,000. At 7,500,000. At 7,500,000. At 7,500,000. Back with you, Anna Maria, against you, Alex. Would you like 7,800,000? Take your time. Take your time at 7,500,000. Against you, IC. Against you, Emily. Joanna.
7,600,000, sir.
7,600,000. $7,700,000. One more at 7,700,000. With Anna Maria Celis. Could be yours, Barrett. At 7,700,000. Do you want to try 7,800,000? At 7,700,000. Going away otherwise. To Anna Maria's telephone.
7,800,000, sir.
7,800,000 with Catherine Arnold. Back in London with a new telephone. At 7,800,000 with Catherine Arnold. Head of the department in London against all of you. 7,900,000 back with Anna Maria Celis. At 7,900,000. 8 million back with Alex Rutter now. Still have 5 telephones going on at 8 million. Would you like 8.2, Catherine? At $8 million. At $8 million?
8.2, please.
8,200,000. At 8,200,000 against both of you here. At 8,200,000. Would you like 8.4? Either of you. At 8,200,000. 8,300,000. At 8,300,000. Back with you, Anna Maria. Against you, Alex, Joanna, Maria. At 8,300,000. It is with you for now. At 8,300,000 against Barrett White's telephone. For the de Kooning, which is
please, sir, in London.
8,400,000. Back with Catherine Arnold. Against the 5 of you here. At 8,400,000. At 8,400,000.
8.5, please.
8,500,000. At 8,500,000. Catherine, what should we do? It's in New York with Barrett White's telephone. At 8,500,000. Fair warning. At 8,500,000.
Bidding, sir, 8.6.
8,600,000. At 8,600,000. It's hanging behind you, Barrett. It's meant to be. At 8,600,000. One more. At 8,600,000. Going away otherwise. To Catherine Arnold's telephone in London against the 7 of you in New York. Last chance. At $8,600,000. It's now or never. You could do it if you want. 8,700,000. Back with Alex. At 8,700,000. At 8,700,000. It is back with Alex. Catherine, are you still with us? At 8,700,000. 8,800,000. No. You're done. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Anna-Maria. Thank you, everyone. With you, Catherine. Fair warning here. And selling against you in Hong Kong to Catherine Arnold's telephone for $8,800,000. Sold 8-8. Thank you, Catherine. Congratulations. Pile 916, it seems. For 8-8. On to lot number 4. Lot number 4, ladies and gentlemen, this magnificent Seurat masterpiece, a study of the Grand Jatte, which has remained in the same family for close to a century. And for this exquisite work, a lot of interest, of course. And we should start at $4,500,000, $4,800,000, $5 million, at $5 million now, at $5 million, at $5,500,000 now, at $5,500,000, at $5,500,000, $6 million with Sarah Friedlander, at $6 million it is, with you, Sarah, at $6 million. It's the first telephone now, at $6 million, of course, at $6 million. It's ahead of you here, at $6 million, with Sarah's telephone, at $6 million, against you here, at 6. It's still with you, Sarah, at $6 million. Against the other few telephones on each side, at $6 million. It is still with you for $6 million. And it's ahead of you in New York, in London, and Hong Kong. $6,200,000. With Alex Rotter's telephone at $6,200,000.
Will you take 6-4, please?
$6,400,000. I'll take 6-6 if you want, Alex. $6,600,000. $6,800,000. $7 million.
Against us, like 7-2. 7-2, please.
$7,200,000.
Yep.
At 7.2. Next would be 7.5, ideally, Alex, or 7.4, as you wish, at 7,200,000 with Sarah. At 7,200,000 with Sarah Friedlander's telephone. Still with you. 7,500,000.
7.8, please.
7,800,000. 8 million.
Against us at 8. Would you like 8.2, please?
8,200,000. Are you pressing on the mic when you do that? At 8 million to try. At 8,200,000. 9 million. At 9 million. At $9 million with Alex telephone. You sure, Sarah? At 9 million, then it is 9,100,000. A new telephone with Max Carter, the head of the department in New York, at 9,100,000. We'd like 9.2, Alex. $9,200,000. $9,300,000. 9,500,000. 9,600,000. 10 million. 10,100,000. 10,200,000. 300,000. 10 10,400,000. $10 million four. What should we do, Max? At 10 million four? This with Alex's telephone and selling 10,500,000. $10,600,000. $10,700,000. $10,800,000. $10,900,000. $11 billion. $11,100,000. $11,200,000. At $11,200,000. It is back with Alex. Fair warning and selling for $11,200,000. Last chance, Max. At $11,200,000, the study for the Grand Jatte is sold. Congratulations, Alex. To pile 1914. On to lot number 5, Le Saint-Cyprien, also coming from the family of Robert Treat Payne II. And we shall start at $1,800,000, $1,900,000, $2 million now. At $2 million. At $2 million. At $2 million now. $2,100,000. At $2,200,000, Olivier. At $2,100,000, it is with Alex. Is that a 2-2, Olivier?
Bidding in London.
$2,200,000 with Olivier Camus, our deputy chairman in London. At $2,200,000. With Olivier Camus now. At $2,300,000 with Alex Rutter. $2,400,000 with you in Hong Kong. Welcome at $2,400,000.
2.5 in London.
$2,500,000 back with Olivier Camus now at $2,500,000. $2,700,000 back in New York against London and Hong Kong at $2,700,000.
2.8 Hong Kong.
$2,800,000 with Julia at $2,800,000 now in Hong Kong. $3 million. At $3 million against you, Julia.
3.2.
$2,200,000. At $3,200,000. It is with Julia who? 3.5 at $3,500,000. Back with Alex Rutter. Ahead of you, Olivier and Julia. 3,500,000. Would you like 3.8, Julia? At 3,500,000. It is back at Rockefeller Center. Fair warning. 3,600,000. Back with Max Carter now. Olivier. Any advance? At 3,600,000. At 3,600,000. No? Thank you, Alex. Olivier. Any more? At 3,600,000 then. It is back with you, Max. Against you, Julia. Last chance and selling otherwise for $3,600,000. Are we all through? Everyone else at 3,600,000. So 3.6. 1750. Lot number 6, the Krasner, 1962. And we shall start here at $4,200,000, $4,500,000, $4,800,000 out, $5 million with Barrett White, our deputy chairman here at $5,200,000 with Max Carter, $5,500,000 back with Barrett White at $5,500,000. $5,800,000 with Max Carter now at $5,800,000. At $5,800,000 against you, Barrett, at $5,800,000. For the Krasner at 5,000,008. Ahead of all of you here at 5,800,000. 5,900,000. 6 million. At 6 million, it's against you, Barrett. At $6 million for the Krasner. It's now or never. At 6 million. One more. Selling otherwise. Barrett, give me a hint. At 6 million, it is for you, Max. Fair warning to the rest of the room. New York, London, Hong Kong at $6 million. It is yours, Max. Sold. 1765. Lot number 6, the Alice Neal, Dr. Finger's Waiting Room, the artist of which is having a retrospective at the Metropolitan Museum right as we speak. And for this early work, we should start here at 450, 500,000, at 500,000, 550,000 now.
600.
600,000 with Sarah Friedlander at 600,000 and 50 with me in the book at 650,000 with an absentee bid. At 700,000. Back with Sarah Friedlander, Deputy Chairman here in New York at $700,000 against my absentee bid at $700,000 now.
Bidding.
750,000 with Alex Marshall at 750. $800,000 now at $800,000 and 50 at 850,000. At 850,000 now against Alex Marshall. $900,000 with Christine Lang. Welcome, Christine, at 900,000 against both of you. And 50 at 950. Would you like $1 million? At 950,000.
1 million Hong Kong.
$1 million with Julia Hu. Welcome back, Julia. At 1 million it is now with you in Hong Kong, in case it's three of you. At $1 million. 1,100,000. New bidder with Jesse Fertig. At 1,100,000 now. Would you like 1.2, Julia? At 1,200,000. Back with Alex Marshall at 1,200,000. 1,300,000. 1,400,000. 1,500,000. At 1,500,000. With Jesse Fertig's telephone against you, Alex, at 1,500,000. He's still with you here. One more. At 1,500,000. Any more in Hong Kong? Thank you, Julia. At 1,500,000 then. It is with Jesse Fertig's telephone. Are you bidding? 1,600,000. 1,700,000.
Bidding.
1,800,000. 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. 2 million. 2,100,000. At 2,100,000 with Jesse's telephone. At 2,100,000. Alex, are you still with us? At 2,100,000. To hurry you. A few more lots to go. At 2,100,000. 2,200,000. 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. It's going back to Jesse's telephone.
2.5.
2,500,000. No, Jesse, thanks for your bids. With Alex then at 2,500,000. Christine, you're out. Against you, Julia, at 2,500,000 then. and selling to Alex's telephone for 2,500,000. Sold to 5 to pedal 1886. Lot 7, the Hepworth, the first lot from the collection of Sidell Miller. For this Hepworth, the first time of which this cast is up at auction, parent 2, lot 7. And we should start here at 1,800,000, 1,900,000 now, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000 now. $2 million with David Clavick. At 2 million, it's already with David. At 2,200,000 now. At 2,200,000 now. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. 2,400,000 with Giovanna Bertazzoni, our vice chairman in London. At 2,400,000 now. At 2,400,000. Who will say 2,600,000? At 2,400,000. 2,400,000 it is. With you here at 2,400,000. With Giovanna in London. Next is 2,600,000. Is that a bid, Paola? 2,600,000 with Paola Fendi at 2,600,000. 2,800,000 back with Giovanna. 2,800,000. Would you like 3? At $3 million. $3 million with Paola, but I'll take 3,200 Anna Maria if you want. At $3 million against you, Giovanna. 3,200,000 in London. Back with Giovanna Bertazzoni. 3,500,000 with a new bidder with Anna Maria Celis at 3,500,000. Against 2,800,000. Back with Giovanna at 3,800,000.
4 million?
4 million. 4,200,000. 4,500,000. At 4,500,000. 4,600,000. 4,700,000. 4,800,000. 4,900,000. 5 million. Would you like 5,200, Anna Maria? 5,200,000. 5,300,000. 5,400,000.
I'm out, sir.
Thank you, Giovanna. Back with you, Anna Maria, then, at 5,400,000 against the three of you here. And selling then 5,500,000, a newcomer with Emily Kaplan's telephone, the co-head of sale right here in New York at 5,500,000. Would you like 5,600, Anna Maria? 5,600,000. 5,700,000. Beautiful earrings. At 5,700,000 now. 5,800,000. 5,900,000. 5,900,000. One more. At 5,900,000. You're pretty close, Anna Maria. But it's with Emily now at 5,900,000. You sure? We're all through. No regrets. At 5,900,000, selling, going away to Emily Kaplan's telephone for $5,900,000. Sold to you, Emily. 1760. Thank you all. On to lot number 8. Lot number 8, ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Waterloo Bridge by Monet, hung here in New York, behind you, Alex. One of the finest of the series, the majority of which are today in public institutions. And for this major picture, we should start here at $20 million, $22 million now, at $22 million, $24 million, at $24 million, $26 million now, at $26 million, at $26 million now, at $26 million, at $26 million.
Bidding in London, sir.
$28 million with Clemmy Sinclair at 28. It is with you. Welcome, Clemmy, at 28 million. 30 million with Marialos at 30 million. At 30 million. Back with you, Maria. At $30 million. A new bidder in New York. Against you, Clemmy, at 30.
31 in London.
$31 million with UC Pilcanen. Welcome, UC, our global president here, at $31 million. Would you like 32? Either of you, at 31 million. 32 million.
33 million.
33 million.
34, please.
34 million.
35.
35 million. 36 million.
37 million.
37 million. 37 million with UC Pilcanen's telephone. At 37 million. Against you, Clemmy, at 38 million. 39 million.
40, please.
40 million. 41 million.
42,
42 million. 42 million now. It is with Marialos, our deputy chairman, here in New York, against both of you in London, at $42 million. Any advance? At 42 million. It's against both of you here, and against you, Connor, at $42 million. Fair warning, Joanna or Jennifer, at $42 million. Selling otherwise to Marialos' telephone, against you in Hong Kong, at $42 million. The Waterloo Bridge is sold. Congratulations. Paddle 1736. On to lot number 9. Lot number 9, the Joan Mitchell diptych, magnificent diptych shown here on your screens, and we shall start at $8 million, $8,500,000. At $8,500,000 now. At $9 million with Joanna Simkowiak, of course, at $9 million now. At $9 million. It is with you, Joanna, at $9 million. At $9 million now. Against all of you here for $9 million. At $9,500,000. At $9,500,000. At $10 million. At $10 million. Back with Joanna Simkowiak. At $10 million now. At $10 million. It's still with you here for $10 million.
10.5, please.
$10,500,000. New bidder with Jennifer Wright at $10,500,000. Would you like 11? At $10,500,000 now. A new bidder with Jennifer Wright against you, Joanna. Selling then for $10,500,000. Ahead of you online at $10,500,000. Fair warning. At $10,500,000 with Jennifer Wright's telephone. And selling for $10,500,000. Was that a bit? At $10,500,000. Thank you, Jennifer. 1802. Lot number 10. Lot number 10. Rothko's penultimate masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 10, formerly in the Mellon collection, shown here in New York, behind you, Jesse. And we should start for this masterpiece at $28 million, at $28 million, $30 million, at $30 million now, at $30 million, $32 million, at $32 million now. $33 million with Alex Rutter at $33 million, at $33 million now with Alex Rutter's telephone, at $33 million. At $33 million. With you, Alex, at $33 million. At 33, it is still with you and selling for $33 million. Against you, Emily and Vanessa, the two sale co-heads right here in front of me at $33 million. Fair warning to either of you for $33 million. Still with you, Alex. Last chance here at $33 million. Fair warning in Hong Kong and London, and selling then for you, Alex, at 33. It is still with you at $33 million. Are we all through? At 33. Last chance, Sarah. Connor, going to Alex's telephone for $33 million. No regrets. At $33 million, it's now or never. Sold to you, Alex. Paddle 1814. Lot 11, the Giacometti Tête de Diego. And for this beautiful lifetime cast, shown on your screens, I wish to start you at $2,200,000, $2,400,000, at $2,400,000, $2,600,000 with Max Carter at $2,600,000. It is with you here, of course, at $2,600,000, at $2,600,000. With Max Carter, here in New York, at $2,600,000, $2,800,000. At $2,800,000, $3 million.
3.1 in London,
$3,100,000. At $3,100,000 with Olivier Camus in London at $3,100,000. So ahead of you, Max and David, at $3,100,000, selling to you, Olivier, in London. Last chance in New York at $3,100,000 for you, Olivier. Paddle 927. Of course. Lot number 12. Lot number 12, Sottrazione de Boetti, one of the largest from the series, one of the work the artist. Stop. Lot number 12, and for this early work, we should start you at $2 million, $2,200,000, $2,400,000, at $2,400,000 now. At $2,500,000 in London, please. $2,500,000 with you, Alessandro, in London, of course, it had to be you. At $2,500,000 with Alessandro Giottavelli in London at $2,500,000 now. At $2,600,000 with Barrett White back in New York.
2,700,000, please,
$2,700,000. $2,800,000. At $2,800,000. Would you like $2,900,000? $3 million with Alex Rutter now at $3 million. $3,200,000. $3,300,000. $3,400,000. $2,500,000. $2,600,000. At $3,600,000. Back with Barrett White. It is still with you, Barrett. Alex. For the Sottrazione. $3,700,000. Are you pressing on your mic, Alex, when you do this? At $3,700,000.
Yes, I will.
It's for our friends online, you know, who want to hear your bids. $3,800,000.
3,800,000.
Yeah, $3,800,000. Back with Barrett White at $3,800,000. At $3,800,000 now. At $3,800,000. Thank you, Alex. Selling to you, Barrett, for $3,800,000. Against you, Ali, in London, at $3,800,000. Sold, $3,800,000. Paddle 1903. The Yves Klein, lot 13. Éponge Bleue, 1959, and we should start here at $2 million, $2,200,000, $2,400,000, at $2,400,000.
2,500,000, please.
$2,500,000. Back with you, Alessandro, at $2,500,000, at $2,500,000 with Alessandro de Tavelli in London, at $2,500,000 now, at $2,500,000 for the Yves Klein, at $2,500,000 ahead of you here in New York, and selling otherwise to Ali in London for $2,500,000. No more here at $2,500,000. Jesse, perhaps. At $2,500,000, it's going away otherwise. At 2.5 million. With Alessandro in London, it's now or never. At 2.5 million. To hurry you. At 2.5 million. For you, Ali, at 2.5. 925. Grazie mille. Lot 14. The Andy Warhol, very colorful, 9 Marilyns. And interest you, of course, at 4 million, 4 million, 5 million, 500,000 now at 5 million, at 5 million,
5 million 7 in London.
5,700,000 with you, Guy Gazarian in London. Welcome. At 5,700,000 now. At 5,700,000. At 5,700,000 now. 6 million with Emily Kaplan. The head of sale back here in New York at $6 million. At $6 million. Against you, Guy, at 6 million. At 6 million. Any more in London? At 6 million.
6.2, please.
6,200,000. A new bidder with Connor Jordan, our deputy chairman, back here in New York at 6,200,000. 6,500,000.
6.7.
6,700,000. At 6,700,000. One more, Emily. It's 6.7, so you want 7? At 6,700,000, it's with Connor. For the 9 Marilyns, Emily. 6,700,000. One more. And it's against your...
7 million, please.
$7 million with UC Pilcanen, who's back with a new telephone. At $7 million.
7.2, please.
7,200,000. At 7,200,000. Against you, Con?
Bidding, please.
7,500,000.
7.7, please.
At 7,700,000 with Connor Jordan. At 7,700,000.
Bidding 8, please.
8 million.
8.2, please.
8,200,000. At 8,200,000.
Could I have 8.4, please?
8,400,000.
8.5.
8,500,000.
8.6.
8,600,000. At 8,600,000. You sure, Connor? Thanks for your bids. Going to UUC in London for $8,600,000. Fair warning. And selling to UC's telephone for $8,600,000. No regrets at 8.6. Thank you, UC. 8.6.
And the number is 926, please.
926. Thank you very much. Lot 15. Lot 15, ladies and gentlemen, the much-awaited Marie-Thérèse, painted by Picasso in this magical year of 1932, monumental, shown here in New York, behind the phone banks, and last exhibited at the Tate Gallery in London at this groundbreaking exhibition. Lot 15, we should start here at $45 million, at $45 million, at $45 million, $48 million, at $48 million, $50 million, at $50 million now, at $50 million.
$55 million.
$55 million with Giovanna Pretazzoni in London. $56 million with Anna Maria Celis at $56 million. At $56 million now. With Anna Maria Celis, a new telephone in New York at $56 million. At $56 million now. It's with the second telephone at $56 million. At $56 million. It is with you for now at $56 million. At $56 million. It is still with you, Anna Maria, at 56 million against both of you here, and against you, Giovanna, for $56 million. At 56 then, it could be yours, Anna Maria, against the three telephones here, at $56 million.
57.
57 million, I heard it first, even though I'm not sure you pressed on your mic. $58 million. Back with Anna Maria, against you, Vanessa, at $58 million. It's against the two telephones now, at $58 million. Against the second telephone, still with you, Anna Maria, at $58 million.
59.
59 million. Back with Vanessa Fusco at 59 million. 60 million. At $60 million. Still with Anna Maria's bidder, who's very patient, at 60 million. Against both of you here, against you, Giovanna.
62, please.
$62 million. At 62 million. We could try 63 at $62 million with Vanessa Fusco's telephone. Our head of sale here in New York at 62 million. It's still time. At 62 million for this beautiful Mahita. $63 million. At $63 million. $65 million, a new bidder with Max Carter at $65 million now. Anna Maria, stay with us at 65 million. Against the three of you now, with a newcomer with Max Carter at 65 million. At 65 million. It is with Max and against you, Vanessa. What shall we do? At 65 million. It's still with you, Max. Anna Maria. Giovanna at 65 million. $66 million. $68 million. At $68 million. It is with Max Carter now, against you, Vanessa, against you, Anna Maria, and against you, Giovanna. At $68 million. 69 million. $70 million. At 70 million. with Max and selling potentially for $70 million. 71 million. $72 million. At $72 million. Back with Max. For the Marie-Thérèse, at $72 million. I'm holding for $72 million. Against you, Vanessa. $73 million. At 73. $75 million. At 75. Back with Max Carter. Anna Maria, it's still time to come back if you want. At 75 billion. The whole world is watching you, Vanessa, at 75 million. It is with Max Carter. We're all holding our breath. What are you about to do? 76 million. At $76 billion now. Back with Vanessa Fusco's telephone. And against you, Max. Should I give you a fair warning? What do you think? 77 million? At $77 million. It is back with Max. 78 million. At $78 million. Back with you, Vanessa. Against you, Max. For the Marie-Thérèse. Max, are you with us? Selling otherwise to Vanessa for $78 million. Fair warning. At 78 million. 79 million. At 79. It is now back with Max. Right, you're thinking of coming in? At 79 million. at 79 million. $80 million. At $80 million now. Back with Vanessa. At $80 million. It is with you then, against you, Max, at $80 million. Fair warning.
Take it easy
At $80 million. At $80 million, it is still with you, Vanessa. Max, what are you going to tell us? Jesse's having a guess. At 80 million with Vanessa. It's still time. 82 million. At 82 million. With Max Carter's telephone at 82 million. Still with you then. 83 million. At $83 million now. Back with Vanessa. At 83 million. It's against you, Max, with Vanessa Fusco's telephone for $83 million. Last chance at 83 million. It is for you, for now, at 83 million. What should we do, Max? At 83 it is. With you then, 85 million. At 85 now. At $85 million. At 85 it is. With Max, Vanessa, starting to know this sign by now, at 85 million. It is with Max, against you, for $85 million. Against you, I'm afraid, with Max Carter, for $85 million. Last chance, at 85 million. I'm holding, that's all I'm doing, at 85 million. The whole room is at 85. 86 million. At $86 million now. Back with Vanessa. At $86 million against you, Max, I'm afraid. With you it is. At $86 million now. At 86 then. It is for you, Vanessa. Against you, Max. At $86 million. Well, the large historical mahiteres for Vanessa Fusco at $86 million. Fair warning then, at 86 million. At $86 million. With you here, Max, what should we do? Thank you for your patience, everyone online who's still with us. 87 million, at 87 million now. At 87 million, with Max Carter now. At 87 it is. 88 million. At 88 million now, with Vanessa Fusco. At $88 million. It's ahead of you in Hong Kong, ahead of you in London, for 88 million. It is for you, for now, at $88 million against you, Max. For 88 million then, with you. Last chance here at $88 million. Are you still with us? At 88 million. $89 million. $90 million. Try 92, Max, if you can, at $90 million. At $90 million with Vanessa. At $90 million with Vanessa Fusco. Against you now at $90 million. At 90 million. Stay with us. At 90 million, it is with you then, against you, Max. At 90 million. Are we still in the game? At $90 million. For the Marie-Thérèse, selling otherwise, to Vanessa Fusco's telephone. Give us a hint, Max. At 90 million, it is still with you. Thanks for your patience. Thank you all, by the way. At 90 million, still with you. Do you want to try 92? At 90 million it is. With Vanessa Fusco's telephone, are we all through? Selling to your telephone, Max, are we out? All through, no regrets, last chance, fair warning for the monumental Marie-Thérèse, and selling to you, Vanessa, for $90 million. Congratulations, Vanessa. Title 1904 for $90 million. Lot 16, moving on to the Miro. For those who are still with us online, this beautiful sculpture from the collection of Sidel Miller, Lot 16. And we should start here at $2,800,000, $3 million, at $3 million, $3,200,000 now, at $3,200,000, at $3,200,000. $3,300,000 with UC Pilcanen at $3,300,000. It is with you here at $3,300,000, $3,400,000 online, at $3,400,000 with a newcomer online at $3,400,000. Against you, UC, I'm afraid, at $3,400,000. At $3,400,000. Welcome to our bidder on Christie's Live at $3,400,000. It is with you here for $3,400,000, and I can sell it at $3,400,000. Fair warning to the telephones here at $3,400,000. Last chance, Jesse Ocean at $3,400,000. Selling to you then online against Hong Kong and London for $3,400,000 to paddle 3036. Lot 17, tuning fork, the Calder, the early beautiful Calder Mobile shown on your screens, and $1,200,000, $1,300,000, $1,400,000.
Sir, 145.
$1,450,000, of course, with Barrett White at $1,450,000. at $1,450,000. With Barrett White, our Executive Deputy Chairman, right here in New York at $1,450,000. Ahead of you here at $1,450,000, Paola AC at $1,450,000. Any advance selling otherwise to Barrett's Telephone at $1,450,000 for the Calder. Last chance, David, at $1,450,000. Jackie at $1,450,000 for the Calder. Sold, $1,450,000. And your paddle is Barrett, 1722. Lot 18. This. Lot 18, this monumental Liechtenstein. The last of the interior series and the very first featuring a female nude. Lot 18 for this magnificent picture. We should start here at $15 million, $16 million, $17 million now. At $18 million, back with Barrett White at $18 million now. At $18 million. At $18 million. It is still with you, Barrett, against all of you here in London. At $18 million now. At $18 million. At $19 million. At 19.
19.5.
19,500,000. Back with Barrett White at 19,500,000. At 19,500,000 for the large Liechtenstein with Barrett White now. Against you, UC at 19,500,000 and selling otherwise for 19,500,000. Fair warning, Jackie and Laura for $19,500,000. The Liechtenstein is selling to Barrett White's Telephone. Fair warning here to the other telephones at Rockefeller Center at $19,500,000. It's yours. Paddle 1723. Indeed. Lot 19. Lot 19, the cover lot of tonight's sale, this beautiful Mondrian, formerly owned by Bayer and last up at auction in 1993. And we shall start here at $19 million, $20 million, at $20 million, $21 million now, at $21 million, $22 million with Alex Rutter, at $22 million, right here in New York, at $22 million, at $22 million with Alex Rutter, our chairman here in New York, against all of you here in London and Hong Kong, for $22 million, $23 million, $24 million, at 24 now. It's back with Alex at $24 million. At $24 million, it is still with you, Alex. Ahead of you on the phones at $24 million. At $24 million. For the beautiful Mondrian, it is still with Alex Rutter's Telephone, against you online, and selling otherwise for $24 million. Last chance at $24 million. Sold to you, to paddle 1724. Lot 20, the polka. Start. Lot 20 for the polka 1968. And for the start built, we should start here at 5,500,000, 6,500,000. At $6,500,000, $7 million with Catherine Arnold. Thank you, Catherine. The head of department right here in London, still with us at $7 million. Against you in Hong Kong at $7 million for the polka. At $7 million. Against you, Mahia and Connor at $7 million for the polka. Any advance, selling otherwise to Catherine's Telephone at $7 million. It is with you then and selling in London for $7 million. Paddle 924. Thank you, Catherine. Lot 21. Lot 21, Cagney, the other version, another version of which is at MoMA. And we should start here at $2,400,000, $2,600,000, $2,800,000 now.
$3 million.
At $3 million with Anna Mahia Celis at $3 million. At $3 million with Anna Mahia. At $3 million. It is with you for $3 million. $3,100,000. No, at $3,000,001 with Alex Rutter against Anna Mahia. Against you, Joanna and Laura, for $3,000,001, fair warning, Alex, and selling for $3,100,000 to PAL 1914. for 3-1. Lot 22. Lot 22 for this beautiful double portrait of Marilyn, 1962. And we should start here at 8,500,000, 9,500,000, at 9,500,000, at 9,500,000 now, at 9,500,000. $10 million with Alex Rutter, of course, at $10 million against all of you here, at $10 million. At $10 million it is. Still with you, Alex, for $10 million. At $10 million. At $10,500,000. At 10 million 5, 11 million. At 11 million. At 11 million, it is still with you, Alex, at $11 million. At $11 million. 11,500,000 with Conor Jordan, our deputy chairman here, $12 million back with you, Alex. At 12 million. 12,500,000. At 12,500,000, it's already 12,500,000, Barrett, but I'll take 13 if you want. At 12,500,000 with Conor Jordan. At 12,500,000, it's with you here. For Cagney, with you then, Conor. Barrett, any advance? For the double Marilyn, it's still time. Selling otherwise? 13 million. 13,500,000. At 13,500,000. Back with Conor Jordan's telephone. Are you still with us, Alex? Or not? At 13,500,000, with you, Conor, against you, Barrett, and Sian, for $13,500,000. It's yours, Conor. Sold to pal 1708. Lot 23, the Marcel Duchamp valise from the Series A, formerly owned by Mata. Beautiful example, very rare, coming from the Matisse family. And we should start here at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,400,000 now, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000 for the valise, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 of course, with Anna Maria Celis, at 1,500,000, at one, no, it's with Anna Maria Celis for 1,600,000, 1,700,000. No, with you then at 1,700,000. Against both of you here at 1,700,000 for the valise from the A series. Fair warning online and selling to Anna Maria's telephone for $1,700,000. Sold 1,700,000 to pal 1748. Lot 24, the Léger. 1939 and 1,800,000, 1,900,000, now 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, at 1,900,000, at $2 million. Back with Alex Rutter at $2 million. At $2 million for the Léger. With you then at $2 million against all of you here for $2 million with Alex Rutter at $2 million. Last chance at 2,200,000. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. It's against all of you here with Alex Rutter for $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. Fair one against you here. 2,600,000. A new bidder with Sian Chotko at 2,600,000. 2,700,000. You had a heart attack, Emily. At 2,700,000. 2,800,000. 2,900,000. Newcomer with Barrett White, $3 million. At $3 million against both of you now. At $3 million with Alex Rutter. 3,100,000 with Barrett White. At 3,100,000. Would you like 3.2, Sian or Alex? Selling otherwise for $3,100,000. Would you like to bid? It's still time at 3,000,001. With Barrett White's telephone. One more, Sian, at 3,000,001. Yes? At 3.1. What shall we do? 3,200,000. Barrett. Barrett, try 3.3 at 3,000,002. With Sian Chatko, Deputy Chairman here in New York, against you, Barrett. At 3,000,002, it is with you. I can't hear those numbers. It's difficult to hear. At 3,000,002.
325.
At 3,200,000. You get it. At 3.2, with Sian Chatko, against you, Barrett. At $3,200,000. 3,300,000. At 3.3. At 3,000,003, back to Barrett's telephone for 3.3. It's still time, Sian, otherwise going to Barrett's telephone for $3,300,000. A few more lots to go at 3,400,000. 3,500,000. At 3,000,005. It is with you, Barrett. Sian, at 3,000,005. This beautiful Léger. At 3,500,000. It is with you, Barrett. At 3,000,005. Fair warning. You can't split the half of a half, you know. At 3,000,005 with Barrett. Fair warning. 3,600,000. At 3,006,000. It is with Sian Chatko. With this large Léger, shown on the screen, Barrett, fair warning, at $3,600,000. Last chance online. Sold to you, paddle 1888. On to lot 25, the Delaunay, for this major picture from 1930. And we should start here at 1,005,000, 1,006,000, 1,700,000. At 1,700,000 now.
Bidding?
At 1,008,000 with Connor Jordan. At 1,800,000. At 1,008,000, it is with you here. At 1,800,000. It is with Connor Jordan, our Deputy Chairman here in New York, against you in Hong Kong and London for 1,800,000. At 1,008,000. Selling otherwise. To you, Connor.
$2 million.
$2 million with
London.
Giovanna Bertazzoni, our Vice Chairman, right here in London at King Street. At $2 million. Would you like 2.2, Connor? At $2 million? No. Thank you, Con. With you, Giovanna, and selling for $2 million. Fair winning Paola and Vanessa at $2 million with Giovanna Bertazzoni. Sold $2 million to paddle 914. Lot 26 from lot 26 from the Jacqueline and Pierre Simon collection. This early Dubuffet gouache, La Patique. And we should start here at 1,005,000, 1,006,000, 1,700,000, 1,800,000 with Barrett White at 1,800,000 now. At 1,800,000. At 1,008,000. It is with Barrett White for 1,800,000. Against you online at 1,800,000 and no longer with you in Hong Kong at 1,008,000. For the Dubuffet at 1,800,000. At 1,008,000. It's against you here and selling otherwise to Barrett's telephone. It's still time if you want to chime in at 1,008,000. At $1,800,000 now or never. Anna Maria at 1,008,000. Give me a hint. At 1,800,000 then. Sold 1,800,000. Paddle 1728. Lot 27, the Femme Debout Giacometti, 1952. And for this lifetime cars coming from an important private collection, we start here at 2,200,000, 2,400,000, 2,600,000 now. At 2,600,000. At 2,700,000 with Keith Gill. Welcome, Keith. In London.
In London, 2,800,000, please.
2,800,000 with Edmond Francais. At 2,800,000 now. At 2,800,000 with Edmond Francais. Against you, Keith. At $2,800,000 with Edmond Francais. It's all going on in London. One more, Keith, perhaps? At 2,800,000. No, thank you very much for your bidding and selling to you, Edmond, for 2,800,000 to paddle 933. On to lot 28 was a beautiful early de Kooning woman, 1952, shown on your screens. And we should start here at 5,500,000, 6,000,000, 6,500,000. At 6,500,000 now.
6.8.
6,800,000 with Sarah Friedlander, our deputy chairman here in New York at 6,800,000.
$7
million with Emily Kaplan, who's pressing on the button at $7 million. At $7 million, back in New York, against you online at $7 million. Come back online at $7 million. With our head of sale here in New York at $7 million against you, Sarah. 7,100,000 online. Welcome at 7,000,001. At 7,100,000 then. At 7,100,000 against both of you with a new bidder online. At 7,100,000 against you, Jesse and Sian. For 7,100,000 then, it is selling to you online. For 7,000,001, last chance. Sold, 7-1 to paddle 30-40. Lot 29. Lot 29, ladies and gentlemen, this magnificent Van Gogh, formerly in the collections of Accra Mauger, painted in the south of France during his Arles period, Le Pont de Trinquetail, 1888, magical date, and for which the Detroit Institute of Art has requested the loan for their upcoming exhibition, Van Gogh in America, which will be shown from October to January, October 2022 to January 2023, one of the numerous exhibitions it will be featured in. And for this masterpiece, we shall start here at $26 million, $28 million, at $28 million now, at $28 million.
30?
At $30 million with Connor Jordan, our deputy chairman here in New York, at $30 million. No, it is with you, Connor, at 30. At $30 million now. At $30 million. At $30 million against you in Hong Kong and London, at $30 million. At $30 million with Connor, 32 million. At 32 now.
34?
34 million. At $34 million, back with Connor Jordan. At $34 million it is, with you for now. At $34 million ahead of you online, with Connor Jordan. At $34 million. Any advance on the telephones on my right, selling otherwise. The Van Gogh, to you, Connor, for $34 million. Last chance in London. At $34 million, the Van Gogh is sold. Congratulations, Connor. To paddle 1730. Lot 30, this beautiful early and large-sized Dubuffet from 1950 from the collection of Sidell Miller, formerly with Richard Feigen, amongst many other illustrious owners, the Baigneurs. And we shall start here at 2,200,000, 2,400,000, 2,600,000, at 2,600,000 now. At 2,600,000.
27, please, sir.
2,700,000, of course, with Alex Rutter at $2,700,000 only. At 2,700,000 with Alex Rutter at 2,700,000, and it's against you online at 2,700,000. At 2,700,000 for the large early Dubuffet. And ahead of you here, Jesse and Joanna, at 2,700,000. It is with me then at 2,750,000, with my bid in the book at 2,750,000, at 2,750,000 against all of you here and you, Emily, selling to my absentee bidder for $2,750,000. Fair warning online or elsewhere in the world at $2,750,000. Sold to paddle number 1004. Lot 31, the beautiful Henri Laurence Grande Baigneuse. And we should start, conceived in 1947, and we should start you at 859.50, $1 million, at 950,000 actually, 950, $1 million with Max Carter, head of department here in New York at 1 million, at $1 million, 1,100,000 with Olivier Camus, the king of surrealism, 1,200,000, at 1,200,000 now. 1,300,000, 1,500,000. At 1,500,000, back with Max Carter. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 with Olivier Camus. At 1,600,000. 1,700,000. A new bidder with UC Pilcaner, global president here in London still. At 1,700,000. Is it going on, Olivier? At 1,700,000. Would you like 1,800,000, Olivier?
1,800,000, please.
1,800,000.
Yes, please, sir.
1,900,000. At 1,900,000. Olivier, are you still with us for the Laurence? One more? Olivier.
1,850, please.
1,950,000.
1,850.
Well, it's already 1,900,000. I can only go up. At 1,900,000, would you like 1,950,000, Olivier?
You want to do one now? No. Sorry, no.
It's slated in London, mind you. At 1,900,000. It's still with UC. Olivier, would you like to bid upwards? At 1,900,000, it's going to UC otherwise. No more. Thank you, Olivier. To UC Pilkanen's telephone for 1,900,000. Thank you, UC. And I think
Thank you. 911 is the number.
911. Lot 32. Lot 32 for this majestic Dohamar, seated in the armchair, which has been in the same collection since 1984. And we should start here at $10 million, at $10 million, $11 million, at $11 million, $12 million, at $12 million, $13 million, at $13 million now, at $13 million, at $13,500,000, of course, with Sarah Friedlander, Deputy Chairman here in New York, at $13,500,000 now, at $13,500,000, at $13,500,000, with you, Sarah, against you online in London and Hong Kong, at $13,500,000. At 13 million,
Hong Kong, 14 million.
$14 million with you, Elaine, at $14 million with Elaine Holt in Hong Kong. Welcome at 14 million. At $14 million. It is with Elaine Holt. Would you like one more, Sarah? At 14 million.
14.2, please.
14,200,000. Would you like 14.5, Elaine?
14.5, please.
14,500,000. At 14,500,000. Sarah, would you like 14.8? At 14,500,000. At 14,500,000. It is still with Elaine Holt, a 20th century specialist.
Take 14.6.
14,600,000. Would you like 14.7, Elaine? $14,700,000. At 14,700,000 with Elaine in Hong Kong. One more, Sarah. At 14,700,000. Selling otherwise to Elaine's telephone in Hong Kong. No regrets, at $14,700,000. Sold, Elaine, to paddle 8706. Lot 33, Danseuse à la Palette, for this bronze conceived in 1934. And we should start here at 480,000, 500,000, 550,000 now, at 550,000. At 600,000 with Vanessa Fusco, head of sale here in New York at $600,000. At $600,000. at $600,000 with Vanessa Fusco in New York. Against you in London and Hong Kong for $600,000. It is against you here with Vanessa Fusco, against you online at $600,000.
620, please.
620,000. No, at 620,000 then, with Olivier Camus in London. Are you sure? It is with you, Olivier, at $620,000 then, and selling. Sold, 620. Pal 912, thank you, Olivier. Lot 34, this 1940 Tête de Femme for this beautiful work. And we should start here at $2 million, $2,200,000, $2,400,000, at $2,400,000 now, at $2,400,000, $2,500,000 with Giovanna Bertazzoni at $2,500,000, at $2,500,000 with you in London, at $2,500,000, at $2,500,000, at $2,600,000 in Hong Kong, $2,600,000 with Elaine, against you online at $2,600,000, $2,700,000 in California with a new bidder online at $2,700,000, against you, Joanna. At $2,800,000 in Hong Kong. $2,800,000 with Elaine Holt at $2,800,000. At $2,800,000, $2,900,000 online. $3 million Hong Kong. $3 million. At $3 million. At $3 million. Back with Elaine Holt in Hong Kong. Against you, Edmond, Keith, and Guy at $3,100,000. A new bidder online at $3,100,000. $3,300,000 Hong Kong. $3,300,000? Was that 3,300,000? $3,300,000. $3,300,000 with Elaine Holt at $3,300,000. Against both of you online and against the two telephones in London at $3,300,000 now. Would you like 3,400,000? At $3,300,000 for this Tête de Femme, 1940 Picasso, much admired during the exhibition, at $3,400,000, of course, at $3,400,000. Would you like 3,500,000 or 3,600,000, Elaine? At $3,400,000 is with you online. At $3,400,000 then, it is with you online against the other bidder in California and selling for $3,400,000. Fair warning to all the other telephones at $3,400,000, selling to you online at $3,400,000 then, sold to paddle 3011 for $3,400,000. On to lot 35, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps one of the most popular lots in tonight's sale, perhaps 15 telephones for this Thibault, 1968, acquired pretty much right after by the family of the current owners, toweling off. This very enigmatic special work, and we should start here at $850,000, $900,000, $950,000, at $950,000, $1,000,000, $1,100,000, $1,200,000, $1,300,000, $1,400,000, $1,500,000, $1,600,000, $1,700,000, $1,800,000, $1,900,000, $2,000,000, $2,200,000, $2,400,000, $2,600,000, $2,800,000, $3,000,000. It's already $3 million, Alex. $3 million, $3,200,000, $3,500,000, $3,800,000, $4 million. At $4 million, it is still with Jessica Fertig. At $4 million, still with Jessie. At $4 million, stay with us. All the other telephones. $4,200,000, new telephone with Christine Lang at $4,200,000. At $4,200,000. At $4,200,000 with Christine Lang now. At $4,200,000 against you, Paola, Vanessa, Emily, IC at $4,200,000. At $4,200,000. Laura, Joanna at $4,200,000. There's only one. At $4,200,000, it is still with you, Christine. At $4,200,000. $4,500,000 in Hong Kong. $4,500,000. Welcome back, Elaine. At $4,500,000 now. At $4,500,000. With you, Elaine. At $4,500,000. Against you, Laura, Christine, Jessie, Ali at $4,600,000. Hong Kong. $4,600,000. A new bidder with Julia Hu. Hi, Julia. At $4,600,000. Would you like $4,800,000, Elaine? At $4,600,000. At $4,600,000. One more, Elaine. At $4,600,000.
4,800,000, please.
$4,800,000.
4,800,000.
With Elaine Holt. Would you like 5, Julia, at 4,800,000?
$5 million.
5 million at $5 million. Back with you, Julia, at 5 million.
$5.2, please.
5,200,000. At
5.3 million, please.
5,300,000. At 5,000,003.
$5,400,000, please.
5,400,000.
5.5.
5,500,000.
$5,600,000, please.
5,600,000.
0.7.
5,700,000.
6 million, please.
6 million.
0.1.
6,100,000.
6,200,000, please.
6,200,000.
0.3.
6,300,000.
6,500,000, please.
6,500,000.
0.6.
6,600,000. 6,600,000. With Julia, against you, Elaine, you're going to share your joke with us. 6,700,000.
10.8.
6,800,000.
7 million, please.
7 million.
7.1.
7,100,000. 6 Elaine, with you, Julia, for 7,100,000. Then, are we sure? At 7,000,001, it's still time. Selling otherwise. To you, Julia. Against the 17 telephones at $7,100,000. The T-Bow is sold. Congratulations, Julia. Paddle 8701. On to lot 36. Lot 36, the 4 white on white Mona Lisas from 1980 for this Royal. And we should start here at 2,200,000, 2,400,000, 2,600,000, 2,800,000 now. At 2,800,000, $3 million with Emily Kaplan ahead of sale here in New York at $3 million. At $3 million. It is with you here in New York at $3 million for the Royal. At $3 million. Any advance here? At $3 million for the Mona Lisa. With you, Emily, on the phone in New York. Fair warning online, selling otherwise. For $3 million. Sold $3 million. To paddle 1733. Moving on to lot 38, the Agnes Martin, lot 38. Shown on your screens, 1988, and we should start here at 2,600,000, 2,800,000, $3 million now. At 3,200,000 with Joanna Flom here, the head of department in New York at 3,200,000. At 3,200,000. At 3,200,000 with Joanna Flom at 3,200,000. To James O'Connor at $3,200,000. Still with you at 3,500,000. 3,700,000 now at 3,700,000. At no, it's back with Joanna at 3,700,000. At 3,700,000 then, it is for you, it seems, at $3,700,000. Sold 3,700 to paddle 1734. Lot 39, Empire's Launch by Perrier. The last artist we presented who represented the US at the Venice Biennale in 2019, and we should start here at 400,000, 420,000, 450,000, at 450, at 450,000, at 450,000, at 450,000 now, at 450, at 450,000. Who will be first? At $450,000. At 450, at 450,000.
Bidding.
480,000 with Sarah Friedlander, Deputy Chairman here in New York at $480,000. At 480, and I could sell it against the three of you here with Sarah's telephone at $480,000. Are you sure? At 480 then, going away against you, Vanessa and Joanna at $480,000. Still with us at 480, 500,000. And 50, and 50. At 550,000. With Sarah, you could try 580 if you wish, at 550,000. With Sarah's telephone. For the Perrier, selling for 550. Sold 550. And your paddle is number 1703. Thank you, Sarah. On to lot 40, the Fontana, 1965, Concetto Spaziale. And we should start here at 2,600,000, 2,800,000, $3 million now. At $3 million.
3.2, sir, in London.
3,200,000. Welcome back, Alessandro, at 3,200,000 in London. With Alessandro at 3,200,000. At 3,200,000 for the Fontana. With Alessandro, of course, against you here in New York, against you, Paola, for the Fontana at 3,200,000. I know. I thought Alex was distracting her, but you're helping her, in fact. So that's the idea. At 3,200,000, still with you, Ali. Against you, Emily. At 3,200,000, selling then for $3.2 million to you, Alessandro. Sold 3,200 to paddle 912, it seems. 922. Thank you, Alessandro. Lot 41, Rain, the Joan Mitchell, beautiful 1989 large diptych. And interest here from the parties at $3 million, at $3,200,000, $3,500,000, at $3,500,000 now, at $3,500,000, at $3,500,000, $3,800,000, of course, the first telephone with Joanna Simkowiak at $3,800,000 now, at $3,800,000 with Joanna Simkowiak. At $3,800,000 with the first telephone. This here, on my left, for $3,800,000. $4 million, a new telephone with Vanessa Fusco, head of sale, at $4 million, $4,200,000. At $4,200,000. One more, at $4,200,000. Still with Joanna Simkowiak against both of you here. At $4,200,000. $4,300,000. 400,000. $4,500,000. $600,000. At $4,700,000. At $4,700,000 with Vanessa Fusco's telephone. At $4,700,000 against you, Sarah and Emily. At $4,700,000. No regrets. Still $4,800,000. And you come with Joanna Flom at $4,800,000. So it did happen. At $4,800,000. $4,900,000. At $4,900,000. As long as not an emoji that he'll send you, at $4,900,000. At $4,900,000. Still with you, Vanessa, against the 3 telephones. Thank you, Joanna. At $4,900,000, $5 million. It had been a while. $5 million with Alex Rotter, who's back at $5 million. Would you like 5.2, Vanessa? At $5 million now. It's with a new telephone, with Alex Rotter, against the 4 of you. At $5 million. $5,100,000. Would you like 5.2, Alex? At $5,100,000. Could be 5.2 if you wish. At $5,000,001. At $5,200,000. At $5,200,000. $5,300,000. At $5,300,000. Back with Vanessa Fusco. $5,400,000. $5,500,000. At $5,500,000. Alex, stay with us. At $5,500,000 with Vanessa Fusco. At $5,500,000 with you then, and selling for $5,500,000. Sold 5.5 to PAL 1902. Lot 42, the cost, the beautiful cost from the family of Robert Treat Payne II. And for this beautiful scene painted in south of France, we should start here at 650,000, 700,000, 750,000, at 750,000 now. I have interest already at 750. At 750,000 now, against 800,000 with David Kavik run at 800,000. At 800,000, is that a bid? 850,000. At 850,000, is that a bid, Laura? At 850, 900,000, 950,000 with me in the book against the 4 of you. At 950. $1 million with Sian Chutko. 1,100,000. 1,200,000. With Sian Chutko still, our deputy chairman here, 1,300,000, and you bid online against the 4 of you now at 1,300,000. Are you coming back, Paola? 1,400,000. With Sian Chutko at 1,400,000. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000 with Laura Welbart at 1,500,000 now. 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. With Sian Chutko. Against you, Laura. Against you, Christine. At 1,600,000. And 50.
1.7, please.
1,700,000. And you bid it with Maria Los here. At 1,700,000. 1,800,000. At 1,000,000. 800,000.
1,900,000.
1,900,000. Back with Mariela, our deputy chairman, who's wearing a beautiful necklace by Calder, $2 million. Back with Sian at $2 million. At $2 million. With Sian Chotko, 2,100,000. 2,200,000. At 2,300,000. 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. 2,500,000. 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. With Sian Chotko. At 2,600,000. Take your time. This beautiful cross from the paint collection, selling then to Sian Chotko. No regrets for $2,600,000. Sold to you, paddle 1817. On to lot 43, the Douanier Rousseau, property from the heirs of Franz Koenigs. And for this very special early work, 1889, which will start here at 500,000, 550,000 now. At 550, $600,000. Back with Max Carter, head of department here in New York at 600. At $600,000. Against you, Evelyn in Hong Kong at $600,000. With you here at $600,000.
Hong Kong, please.
650,000 in Hong Kong. $700,000.
Bidding in Hong Kong.
750,000 with Elaine Holt. $800,000 back in New York right away with Max at 8. Would you like 850, Elaine Holt? At 800,000. It is at Rockefeller Center.
850, please.
850,000. You sure? At 850 then, it is with you going to Hong Kong against all of you here in New York for $850,000. Fair warning online at 850. Sold to paddle 8705. On to lot 44, La Grande Loge at Toulouse-Lautrec, beautiful early print, 1897, which has been requested by the Los Angeles County Museum of Art for its upcoming exhibition, City of Cinema, Paris 1850-1907, which will be shown from February to July 2022. And to add to its beautiful pedigree, we should start here at 320, 350,000, at 350,000 now, at $350,000. At 350, at $350,000 now, at 350 for the Toulouse, at $350,000, 380,000, at 380 now, yes, at $380,000. So against you here for 380. One more, at 380 then, it's against you here for $380,000 for La Grande Loge against all of you here, no more here, at 380,000, at 380, 400,000, at 400, no, it's against you, at 400, at 400,000, 420,000, at 420, at $420,000. Any more? At $420,000. It's against all of you here at 420, last chance, at 420, it's now or never, on my right and ahead of me, at 420, give me a sign, at $420,000, And it's a pass at 420. Until at 45, Miss May Milton for this early 1895 beautiful Toulouse-Lautrec. And we should start here at 380,000, 400,000, at 400,000, 420,000, at 420,000.
450 London.
450,000 with Giovanna Pertazzoni, Vice Chairman here in London at King Street, at $450,000 now, at 450. At $450,000 with Giovanna.
480,000.
480,000 with Catherine Arnold, the head of department in London, at 480,000. At 480 now. At 480,000. Everything's going on in London. Again to Giovanna, at $480,000 with Catherine Arnold now. Fair warning, Joe. Selling otherwise to Catherine's telephone for $480,000. Sold for 80 to paddle 907. Thank you, Catherine. Lot 46. Lot 46 for this 1964 Albers, property from the collection of Betty Brooke Blake. And we should start here at 600,000, 650,000, at 650,000, at $650,000, 700,000, of course, at 700 now, at 700,000, at $700,000 for this beautiful Albers, at $700,000. At 700,000. Who will be the first telephone? At 700,000, 750. No, it's ahead of you with Emily Kaplan at 750,000 now. At 750,000 with our head of sale here in New York for 700 and 800,000 online, I'm afraid, with a new bidder at 800. We'd like 850. 850,000 at 850. At 850, 900,000. At 900,000, it is still with you online for this beautiful Albers. Emily, no regrets, selling otherwise for $900,000. Last chance at $900,000. Sold to you, paddle 3,000. Until at 47, beautiful 1972 Calder Mobile, lot 47, and we started at 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,300,000, at 1,350,000 with Barrett White, Deputy Chairman, right here in New York, at 1,350,000, at 1,350,000 against all of you here, at $1,350,000 for the Calder, ahead of you online, and I could sell it for $1,350,000 for this colorful Calder against you, Laura and David, for $1,350,000. Last chance online. Selling to you, Barrett, at $1,350,000. Sold 1,350 to paddle 1735. Le Flutiste, lot 48, and for this 1973 Chagall, which has remained in the same collection for decades, we should start here at $950,000, $1 million. At $1 million, I have interest at $1 million. At $1 million. At $1 million, it is with me in the book at $1 million against all of you online. At 1 million, 100,000, 1,200,000 with me. Would you like 1.3? At 1,200,000, it is still with me in the book. At 1,200,000.
1.3.
1,300,000. Back with Julia Hu in Hong Kong against my absentee bid at 1,300,000. And ahead of all of you here at 1,300,000 now. With Julia in Hong Kong against you, Keith and Olivier for the Chagall at $1,300,000. Going away to Julia Hu's telephone for $1,300,000 for the Chagall. Last chance, Sian and Christine at $1,300,000. Sold 1.3 to paddle 8711. Thank you, Julia. Lot 49. Le Grand Génie, this beautiful Maxence sculpture, conceived in 1967. And we should start here at 300,000, 320,000, 340,000, at 360,000, of course, with Jesse Fertig on the telephone. 380,000 with Olivier Camus at 380,000. 400,000 with Keith Gill at 400,000 with Keith Gill now against Olivier at 400,000 with the head of department here in London at $400,000 against you, Jesse and Olivier. At 400,000 for the Grand Génie, 420,000, and you better with Vanessa Fusco now. At 420,000 against the three telephones. At 440,000, say 460, Vanessa. At 440,000. 460,000.
480, sir.
480,000. At 500,000.
550, sir.
550,000. 600,000.
I'm out, sir.
Thank you, Keith. Back with you, Vanessa, in New York, and selling for $600,000. The Grand Génie to you, 600. To paddle 1700, the last lot of this evening's sale, ladies and gentlemen, the Zawuki, 1981. And we should start here at 1,000,001, 1,000,002, at 1,200,000 now, at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000 with several telephones. 1,003,000, you're the first one with IC now, at 1,300,000, 1,004,000. At 1,004,000 it's already, so it can only go up. At 1,004,000 now, at 1,400,000, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 with you in Hong Kong. Thank you, Evelyn, welcome. At 1,500,000 with the head of the department in 1,600,000. Hi, Jackie, at 1,600,000. Would you like 1,700,000, Evelyn? At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Still with you, Jackie. 1,700,000 with Evelyn. At 1,700,000.
1,008,000 Hong Kong.
1,800,000 with Jackie at 1,800,000. Would you like 1,900,000, Evelyn? 1,900,000.
$2 million, please.
$2 million with Jackie. At $2 million. Would you like two, Evelyn? It's still with Jackie at $2 million.
In London, 2-1, please.
2,100,000. A new bidder with Edmond Français in London at 2,100,000 against both of you now. And against Luciane, in case you wish to come in, at 2,000,001.
2,000,002.
Now, which one was that? Ladies first. Evelyn, it's for you at 2,000,002. At 2,200,000 now. At 2,000,002. Against you, Edmond and Jackie. At 2,000,003. 2,300,000. At 2,003,000, Evelyn, one more. At 2,003,000, would you like 2,400,000, Evelyn? At 2,300,000. It's still with you, Jackie.
2,400,000, please.
2,400,000.
$2,500,000.
2,500,000. At 2,500,000. It is with Jackie. One last one at 2,500,000. It is with you then. It is for you, Jackie, I think. Thank you, Evelyn and Edmond. At $2,500,000. Sian, it's now or never. Selling otherwise to Jackie's telephone for $2,500,000. Thank you, Jackie. 2,500,000. Thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. And see you tomorrow for our day sales impressionist post tour. Thank you all very much. Over to you, Tash. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrienne, and congratulations, team. We really appreciate you joining us online for this evening's event. Thank you very much for joining us. And to our presenting sponsor, Brioni. Just a reminder that our sales continue in Hong Kong in 2 weeks' time, and also with our 20th and 21st century sales tomorrow morning. Please note they start at 9:30. I leave you with some highlights from tonight's sale. Thanks again.